My beloved child, hear my urgent call. This very moment is yours to step from the darkness into my light. Every beat of your heart is a divine reminder that I am here, healing your wounds and orchestrating miracles in unseen ways. Do not delay. Each second you hesitate is a moment I could be using to transform your struggles into triumphs. Open your soul now and embrace my promise, for the time to rise, to hope, and to live in my abundant love is now. Take a moment, dear one, and let my gentle voice soothe the deepest parts of your being. Pause here and feel the warmth of my affection, like a soft breeze, carrying the scent of peace directly to your heart. I am the Lord your God, and I call out to you with an everlasting compassion that can mend the most wounded soul. When you feel restless or burdened by the concerns of life, remember to exhale your worries and inhale my peace, for you are cherished beyond measure. I want to remind you how deeply treasured you are. In a world that may feel cold or indifferent, in times when darkness seems to overshadow the promise of dawn, I stand beside you, providing comfort and assuring you that you are never invisible to me. Every beat of your heart testifies to my awareness of your life. Every one of your breaths is precious to me. When the world grows loud and hectic, quiet yourself in my presence and discover that you are precious simply because you exist, created in love and held by grace. I notice every tear that falls, every worry that weighs you down, and every whispered prayer in the stillness of night. No concern is too small or insignificant for me to care about. No sigh of sorrow goes unheard. I see you when you hide your tears from others, and I know the unspoken thoughts that rest heavy upon your soul. Your silent aches, your unexpressed dreams, none of these escape my attention. I am here to comfort you, to collect your tears as if they were the rarest jewels, each one significant in my sight. I know there have been times when fear overshadowed your hope, moments when sorrow seemed endless, and you thought happiness had permanently slipped through your fingers. Yet, look now at the path you have journeyed. Recall how many instances you believed your circumstances were insurmountable, only to find my guidance lighting your way. I have carried you through nights of weeping and led you into days of renewed strength. Look at how my hand brought clarity in moments of confusion, how my presence provided solace in the middle of storms you feared you could not withstand. But look at the path you have traveled, my beloved. Have you noticed how each season of struggle refined your endurance? How every heartbreak became an opportunity for deeper compassion? I did not abandon you. Rather, I walked beside you, gently guiding you one step at a time. And even when you lost sight of me, I never lost sight of you. I have been your anchor in the chaos, your shelter in the storm, and your unwavering shield against the harsh winds of life's trials. See how my hand guided you through storms you thought you could not conquer. When the winds of adversity roared and the seas of your emotions raged, I stood with you, calming the chaos within. That is the essence of who I am. The God who stands in the midst of your turmoil, calming your heart even before the storm ends, teaching you to trust that I will never let you drown. Every wave that threatened to overpower you only served to show you the depth of my grace and the truth that my power is perfected in your vulnerability. I assure you now, I will continue to direct every circumstance until all I have spoken over you is fulfilled. I have never spoken in vain, nor have I ever made a promise I could not keep. My words hold the creative force that made the universe. That same power undergirds each assurance I give. So trust my unchanging voice above the shifting clamor of the world. Though your situation may appear grim, keep your eyes fixed on me, for I am weaving a tapestry of purpose far exceeding human imagination. Trust in the goodness and perfection of my plans. Let your heart rest in the knowledge that my wisdom sees what you cannot, and my compassion moves on your behalf, even when life feels stagnant or silent. Where you see only detours and dead ends, I see opportunity, growth, and transformation. Everything is being worked together in a symphony orchestrated by my boundless love. Lean into that truth, knowing that goodness lies at the core of every pathway I open. When doubt tries to invade your heart, recall my unwavering promise. I am here and will not forsake you. Doubt often creeps in during the silent spaces between your hopes and their fulfillment. But I am present in that silence, whispering assurances that you are not alone. When anxiety flares and questions fill your mind, remember that my faithfulness never falters. Even when you cannot sense my presence, I am actively working in hidden, intricate ways, ensuring that my purposes for your life stand firm. Feel my calming presence even now, filling every space within you with a peace far beyond the troubles of this world. Breathe deeply and imagine my tranquility enveloping every fear, quieting every voice of doubt, and releasing every tension that constricts your soul. My peace is not fragile or temporary. It is a profound stillness rooted in my eternal nature. Let it saturate your heart so that your spirit becomes anchored in a calm that surpasses human logic. Allow me to lift the burdens you have carried for too long. In a world that often says you must handle everything on your own, I offer you the gift of my support. Let me shoulder the weight of your concerns, for I am infinitely strong, and my capacity to bear your struggles knows no limits. Place each worry, each unresolved pain, each nagging regret into my hands. In exchange, I give you the promise of rest, an invitation to cease striving and rest in my sufficiency. Hand them over and find rest in my embrace. Rest is not merely physical ease. It is the deep spiritual relief that comes from knowing you are held by the one who never grows weary. Lean into my eternal arms, where every anxious thought dissolves and every restless night surrenders to serenity. Discover that true rest emerges not from the absence of challenges, but from the assurance that I walk through those challenges with you, unwavering and undefeatable. Lay your sorrows before me and share what weighs on your mind. I am not a distant observer, but a close and empathetic father who desires honesty from you. Pour out your fears, your disappointments, even your anger or confusion. I can handle your rawest emotions. I fashioned you with the capacity to feel deeply, and I welcome your authenticity. Bring your questions and your struggles to me in humble prayer, and watch as I unravel clarity in the midst of confusion. For every prayer you offer, I will provide strength and guide you toward the answers you need. Sometimes the answers come gradually, illuminating your path like sunrise creeping over the horizon. Other times, my response may be immediate, a sudden burst of clarity that reorients your path. Regardless of the timing, know this: not a single plea escapes my notice, and no sincere question remains forever unanswered. In my kingdom, every authentic cry of the heart is treasured and responded to with divine wisdom. You do not have to face your challenges alone. Let that truth settle in your spirit. Humans often feel isolation keenly, imagining that no one can truly share their burdens. But I am the Lord who stands with you, surrounding you with my presence and often sending others into your life as reminders that you are part of a greater family of faith. Your solitude is never absolute, for my companionship is an enduring promise. When you bow to pray and your words rise to my throne like gentle doves, know that I hear you. Such prayers are not lost in the vast cosmos. They ascend to my heart, carried by my own spirit who intercedes on your behalf. I cherish the sincerity of your pleas, your whispered confessions, and your steadfast hope. Your words matter, not because they are perfect, but because they spring from a heart that seeks the one who created it. Despite the whispers of doubt, do not believe for even a moment that I could leave you. Doubt and discouragement often lie, suggesting abandonment when times are hard. But my love is steadfast, unwavering through every valley, every raging sea, and every unknown road. I am not one to promise loyalty only to vanish when difficulties arise. I am the ever-present help who stays closer than a friend, the strong tower you can run into and find refuge. My love stands firm, and there is nothing in existence that can separate you from it. In the extremes of life, height or depth, joy or suffering, triumph or failure, my love remains constant. It is unshaken by circumstances, undiminished by your flaws, unstoppable in its pursuit of your heart. Hold on to that certainty. My love is a fortress that no adversity can breach, a shield no arrow of despair can penetrate. Even if the world turns against you, if friends disappear and family drifts away, remember that you are never truly alone or rejected in my sight. Human relationships can shift without warning. People can change, move on, or disappoint you. But my affection for you abides. It is a beacon of unending warmth. Even when your social circle feels empty, I stand at your side, upholding you with my righteous hand and assuring you that in my kingdom you have a forever home. My gaze rests upon you, watching over your every need, guarding every step you take. Like a vigilant shepherd, I oversee your journey, guiding you away from hidden snares and leading you toward nourishment for your soul. Every step you take is significant in my eyes, whether it's a stride taken in confidence or a cautious, trembling step made in fear. I walk beside you, ensuring that even if you stumble, I will help you rise again and continue forward. Right now, my peace washes across your thoughts, calming your worries and bringing ease to your tired heart. As your mind wrestles with uncertainties, let my peace descend like a gentle rain, refreshing every parched corner of your spirit. Feel your tension loosen, replaced by a quiet assurance that you are safe within my loving presence. Let a soothing calm flow into places previously occupied by doubt, anchoring you in the knowledge that I am in control. Loneliness disappears where I abide, and my grace cradles you with a tender reassurance of how cherished you are. In me, you find the ultimate companionship that transcends every loneliness. I, who fashioned your heart, know precisely how to fill the void within it. My grace breathes life into your weary soul, reminding you that you are far from forgotten. Allow my loving kindness to envelop you, so you realize that your worth is held in my unwavering affection. I guard you from unseen dangers and admire your steadfast faith, even as life challenges you. In the spiritual realms beyond your physical senses, I deploy my protection. Though you cannot always perceive it, I am there, warding off threats and surrounding you with watchful care. Your faith, though tested by fiery trials, shines brilliantly before me, like a precious gem refined through adversity. You continue to give generously even when thanks is scarce, and I see every selfless act. Sometimes your kindness goes unrecognized by those around you, but it never escapes my attention. The seeds of love you plant in the lives of others will bear fruit in my perfect timing. Every moment of compassion, every act of service is like a fragrant offering rising before me, and I take immense delight in your merciful heart. Never doubt my love. It is stronger than your fears, wider than your failures, and deeper than your grief. It endures through every season and resonates in every promise I have made. You can rest securely, knowing that no matter what you do, you cannot outrun or exhaust the limitless power of my love. Each day, I am ready to renew your spirit and fill you with fresh resolve. With the dawn of each new morning comes my gift of renewal, an invitation to step beyond your weariness and find hope in my presence. Approach each sunrise with an outstretched heart, ready to receive the revitalizing grace I have prepared for you. Even if yesterday brought trials, today is bursting with new mercies designed to invigorate your faith. Draw closer and rest your head upon my shoulder. Envision yourself leaning into me, your burdens transferring onto my infinitely capable shoulders. In that posture of surrender, find the sweetness of relief, the tranquility that emerges from trusting me fully. Feel my heartbeat, steady and unwavering, echoing my unwavering commitment to your well-being. Take a deep breath and let my love dispel all traces of fear and weariness. Let each inhale be an acceptance of my grace, each exhale a release of dread or anxiety. Open your heart to the solace of my presence, where fear cannot stand and where my perfect love casts out every troubling thought. Breathe slowly, finding that I am closer than the air filling your lungs. Even if everyone else abandons you, I remain your fortress, an unbreakable shelter. People come and go in your life, Relationships may fray with misunderstandings or fade due to circumstance. But I do not shift like the shadows. I stand as a timeless refuge, a mighty castle unbreached by storms, inviting you to dwell in safety, no matter what transpires outside these walls of divine protection. I will comfort you when grief threatens to overwhelm, and in the midst of confusion, you will hear the soft song of my spirit, carrying truth into your innermost being. In your darkest hours, let my presence be the balm that soothes your sorrow. When confusion muddles your thoughts, trust that my spirit sings melodies of revelation, gently leading you to clarity. Even tears in my embrace become a pathway to healing and a testament to the preciousness of your heart. Right now, I am pouring my love into you, rekindling your spirit and reminding you that no matter how daunting the problem or how dark the night, my presence stays beside you, offering hope and new beginnings. Think of my love as a radiant river flowing ceaselessly into every corner of your being, replacing fear with hope, doubt with unshakable confidence. No adversity is too mighty for my love to overcome, no heartbreak too potent for my compassion to mend. Every day is a chance to witness how I can transform despair into joy, weakness into strength. I promise to guide you through every valley, lift you above every wave, and light your path in every darkness. These promises are as constant as the rising sun, unwavering across the boundaries of time. Let each new trial you face serve as a reminder that you do not walk alone. When the valley is deep, my hand is there to pull you upward. When the waves crash, I set you upon a firm foundation. When darkness falls, I illuminate the way forward. My beloved, can you see how much I care for you? In each breath you take, each heartbeat sustaining you, and each opportunity for growth, my love is woven into your life like golden threads in a tapestry. Reflect on the countless times you felt peace you could not explain, or joy that made no sense in the face of hardship. Those moments are testimonies of my abiding care. Let your heart grow quiet and listen to my gentle words. Silence the clamor of doubt and worry, and tune your spiritual ears to the whispers of my affection. In the secret chambers of your soul, my voice resonates, guiding, teaching, and embracing you in unbroken fellowship. In stillness, you come to recognize that my love surpasses even your most hopeful imagination. I will turn every trial and injustice aimed at you into a victory in your favor. What the enemy intended for evil, I convert into stepping stones for your elevation. Every stumbling block set before you, I can repurpose into a gateway for growth. This is my specialty, bringing good out of what seems terrible, weaving redemptive outcomes from the threads of adversity. But remember, this is a battle, and the enemy works tirelessly to keep you from the blessings I have for you. Spiritual opposition is real, and it seeks to sow seeds of despair, doubt, and defeat. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Stand firm with the armor of faith, hope, and truth, knowing that you do not fight unprotected or alone. I arm you with divine power, forging resilience in you that outlasts every trial. Stay vigilant, my child. Watch carefully for the subtle lies that slip into your mind, trying to convince you that your worth is diminished, your future is doomed, or your prayers are futile. Respond to these whispers with the truth of my word, the unwavering declaration that you are deeply loved and destined for victory through me. Let your heart be ever watchful, discerning, and rooted in my promises. Let faith rise in your heart every time you call on my name, whether you speak it, ponder it, write it, or engrave it in your heart. Faith is the bridge between your need and my provision. Every time you utter my name in worship, prayer, or longing, a connection is formed and the heavens respond. That is the mighty power of faith. It draws you closer to me, inviting my reality to transform your circumstances. I, the Lord, hold all power to aid you. There is no limitation in my ability to intervene. In your moments of desperate need, in your pleas for help, my boundless power meets your deepest vulnerability. Release your expectations into my hands, for I surpass human solutions with the supernatural excellence of my ways. Believe that I can shape your life into something far grander than you dreamed. I am able, I am willing, and I will act on your behalf. My heart is not only filled with affection towards you, it overflows with a passionate willingness to move mountains for you. In the tension of waiting, do not doubt my readiness to answer. Every moment you spend in expectation is a testament to the faith you place in my unstoppable love. I see your thoughts and the kindness that flows from them. Though you sometimes question your motives or feel inadequate, I recognize the genuine compassion within you. Your heart, when aligned with mine, radiates kindness that blesses those around you. Even the compassion you show in secret is celebrated in my presence. For your quiet acts of love reflect my character. Know that the challenges before you are not meant to destroy, but to strengthen you for whatever comes next. Trials can appear to be walls blocking your progress, yet they can also be training grounds preparing you to scale new heights. Every adversity faced with faith refines your character, forging endurance, humility, and empathy. I bring no hardship without a redemptive purpose, ensuring that every struggle leads you closer to your divine destiny. Beyond this storm, there is a land overflowing with joy and abundant provision. You may see only the storm clouds now, hear only the thunder of trouble, but my perspective stretches to the horizon, where sunshine breaks forth, illuminating fresh opportunities and blessings. I am the God who promises that sorrow endures for a night, but joy indeed arises in the morning. Do not forget how far you have come. Cast your eyes back on the path behind you and see that you have overcome hurdles that once seemed insurmountable. I was with you then, and I remain with you now, a constant guide who never tires of leading you forward. Each triumph behind you is a reminder of my power, a building block to trust for the next challenge. Do not fear, and do not surrender to hopelessness. Fear is a thief of peace, but my perfect love banishes it. Hopelessness is a weight that tries to anchor you in despair, yet my spirit offers a buoyant hope, lifting you above the currents. Stand on the certainty that I am the victorious King, undefeated and unchanging through all ages. Even a fleeting distraction can mislead you, so keep the holy fire within you aflame. Distractions come in many forms: worry, temptation, busyness, each one seeking to divert your focus from my presence. Tend to the flame of devotion in your heart with prayer and meditation on my word. Like a lantern guiding you through darkness, keep it burning brightly so you will not stumble along your way. In your resting moments, set aside time to reconnect with me. Society often glorifies perpetual motion, but true growth thrives in intentional pauses. Retreat into my presence through prayer, contemplation, or quiet reflection, and rediscover that you are upheld by a power not of this world. When you learn to rest in me, your soul finds serenity surpassing the chaos of daily life. Open your heart in prayer. Prayer is not an obligation to fulfill, but a privilege to embrace. In prayer, you and I commune in a sacred exchange. You speak your heart's desires, your pains, your joys, and I respond with guidance, comfort, and direction. There is no formula to perfect prayer. It is the honesty of your spirit that I treasure. I long to show you wondrous truths that will lift your spirit and bless your home. If you remain open, I will unveil revelations that exceed ordinary understanding. Truths hidden in my word, insights into your life purpose, and glimpses of my kingdom's reality wait for you. I stand ready to impart wisdom that transforms your thinking and brings blessings upon you and those you hold dear. Gather your loved ones, draw them near, and seek forgiveness where needed. Relationships flourish when they are nurtured by humility, confession, and reconciliation. Boundaries broken by arguments and misunderstandings can be restored through honest apologies and heartfelt forgiveness. I delight in families and friendships bound together in unity, reflecting the harmony of heaven. Then join your hearts in sincere prayer to me. In that collective act of devotion, my presence manifests powerfully, strengthening bonds and igniting hope. Humbled souls gathered in unity catch your eye. my attention in a special way, for I love to see my children standing together in faith. Speak blessings over one another, uplifting each other in my name. Believe without a trace of doubt in my promises. Doubt that persists undermines the very truth I want to establish in your life. Weave your faith into my unbreakable word, for my promises are not mere words. They are living covenants backed by my unfailing nature. Cling to them as the anchor of your soul when the storms of questions and insecurities roll in. Afterwards, share with them the work I am doing in you, how I will transform your life, your circumstances, and your future. Personal testimony carries remarkable power. It shines as evidence of my grace at work. When you openly declare how I have carried you, others witness my goodness through your life. Your story becomes a beacon, guiding those struggling with similar hardships. Whenever 2 or 3 gather in my sacred name, I am present among them, pouring out my favor. Community magnifies the force of your faith. Even the smallest gathering, united under my name, catches my divine attention. I pour out blessings of unity, compassion, and shared purpose, transforming that meeting into an oasis of my glory. And if your soul yearns for a genuine embrace, come close to me. Let my arms encircle you in a cosmic hug that reaches beyond human understanding. Every wound you carry, every memory that haunts you, can find solace in my affectionate hold. Feel my heartbeat, steady as eternity itself, promising that I will never let you slip from my care. Feel my arms envelop you and listen to my divine heartbeat, promising I will never let you go. I designed you for connection, not only with others but with me. In my presence, you experience the most profound sense of belonging and intimacy beyond words. Embrace that moment, lingering in it until your anxieties dissolve, replaced by unwavering confidence in my unwavering grip. I know each unspoken need, every prayer for help. There are pleas you utter only in your thoughts, tears you shed without words, and longings too deep to articulate. Yet I perceive them all clearly. Know that no hidden longing is lost on me. Even the faintest whimper of your soul is heard in my throne room. I want to lead you from lack into blessing, to heal your mind and body. Where deficiency appears, I supply abundance. Where your health falters, whether physically or emotionally, I extend my restorative touch. Believe that my provision is both material and spiritual, offering you the wholeness you crave. My love for you burns with unchanging ferocity, and I will whisper it to your heart every day, visit you gently in dreams, and sustain you through my words like refreshing, crystal-clear waters. Allow each new day's sunrise to remind you of my constant affection. At night, let your dreams be a canvas where I paint visions of peace, hope, and reassurance. When you meditate on my messages of life, your spirit flourishes, as though drinking from an ever-pure, ever-flowing spring. When morning comes, my glory is already there, surrounding you, clothing you in strength and preparing you for life's challenges with courage and hope. Even before you open your eyes, I am present, orchestrating blessings and orchestrating the day's opportunities for your growth. Arise with confidence, carrying the knowledge that you are enveloped in a divine covering that shields you from the arrows of despair. I fill your mind with uplifting truths, so you walk boldly, trusting I will never abandon you. My desire is for your thoughts to be guided by wisdom that transcends the world's fleeting fads. In each decision you face, rely on the truths I have planted within you. These truths empower you to stand tall against confusion. Know that my presence does not hinge on your performance. I remain faithfully at your side, regardless of your imperfections. I hear the longing of your heart for a miracle, and I stand ready to make it reality. Do not diminish your desires out of fear of disappointment. I am the God of the impossible, unbound by the limitations you see around you. Bring your requests confidently to me, believing that miracles are a natural extension of my supernatural realm. Believe right now and let a smile of victory light your face. Faith calls for a response, even before the manifestation of what you seek. Let gratitude and joy precede the outcome, as a declaration of trust in my faithful character. A smile rooted in faith becomes a testimony that my goodness is already at work, accomplishing what you cannot do alone. Let renewed faith sparkle in your eyes. An inner conviction shining through your countenance testifies more profoundly than any words. It communicates that you are certain of my sovereignty. Even if others do not immediately see my hand in your situation, your confidence in my promise can inspire them, drawing them closer to the light of my presence. Rise, champion of mine, and conquer every barrier. I have placed a resilient spirit within you, one that can withstand adversity far beyond your own estimation. Stand up in faith and determination, for you are not a victim of circumstance, but a victor in my strength. Press on, trusting that with my help, mountains become stepping stones and obstacles become testimonies of deliverance. Let my holy covering shield you from this world's coldness and negativity. Human negativity, criticism, and cynicism may swirl around you, but do not let them penetrate your heart. Envision yourself wrapped in my protective garment, an impenetrable shield that guards your mind from despair. In my presence, you can remain untainted, radiating my peace even when chaos abounds. Understand that I see the real you, a person of unwavering integrity and limitless compassion, even when you wrestle with shame or regret. While you may focus on your flaws and past mistakes, I see the redeemed potential within you. I do not define you by your errors, but by your capacity to reflect my goodness. In my eyes, you are a masterpiece still in progress, a soul brimming with unmined treasure. There is such beauty within you, which is why you must carry on for the dreams and people you hold dear. Every act of perseverance shapes you into the strong, compassionate heart I have envisioned from the start. Do not underestimate the impact of your journey. Your faithfulness can inspire families, friends, and even strangers. Through your steadfast stand, my glory is revealed in vibrant daily miracles. My child, I speak this life directly to your soul. Do not cling too tightly to earthly gains. The world idolizes wealth, power, and fame, yet these are fleeting shadows in the light of eternity. I caution you not to make them your ultimate pursuit. They may promise much but deliver little. Instead, find your anchor in my eternal kingdom, where real treasure awaits: peace, joy, and communion with me. They may seem large, yet they are as mere pebbles compared to the wonders of my kingdom. Those things that glitter now can fade with time, but my gifts carry timeless value. In my kingdom, the measures of success differ from the world's. You will discover that a humble heart is more precious than gold, a loving spirit more lasting than diamond. Many have exchanged their destiny for scraps of land, given up my perfect plan for fleeting gain, and lost sight of the priceless gift of eternal life. It grieves me to see souls settling for lesser joys, unmindful of the immeasurable bounty I long to pour out on them. But for you, my child, I have a higher calling. I set before you a path brimming with purpose and anchored in my unbreakable promises. But you need not fear. Fear tries to paralyze you, but my love energizes and frees you. Fear whispers lies about your future, but I hold your tomorrows in the palm of my hand. Walk in the confidence that I have already paved a path leading to life and blessing, free from the shackles of dread. Whether you have plenty or little, I remain the shepherd who loves you completely. When abundance adorns your life, remember to share and remain humble, for all provision comes from me. When scarcity looms, trust that I, the Good Shepherd, still feed, guide, and protect you. In both seasons, my companionship and care are unchanging, a constant light in an ever-shifting world. Today I come to break every chain holding you back, to save you, to free you, and to heal the wounds you have carried. Whatever has imprisoned your heart, be it fear, bitterness, addiction, or condemnation, release it to my power. I break strongholds not with condemnation, but with redemptive love that heals the root cause of every chain. Surrender, and watch as my deliverance opens prison doors you once believed locked. I bring you peace that surpasses all understanding, blessings beyond what you have imagined, and the power to rise above your struggles. This peace is not a fragile, momentary calm. It is my sustaining force abiding with you. Blessings I bestow can range from the subtle comfort of a single encouraging word to the miraculous shifting of entire situation. In my strength, every struggle loses its power to define or destroy you. My mercy and favor will linger near you, following wherever you go. Picture my goodness and mercy trailing behind you like an ever-present shadow of compassion. Even when you look back on your past with regrets or mistakes, my mercy and favor overshadow the pain, offering new beginnings and restored hope. I will fill your table with abundance, and in front of those who once doubted you, I will make sure you have more than enough. When I prepare a blessing for you, no opponent can shut the door. No critic can refute my choice. Your testimony will shine a light that softens hearts, revealing my generosity to those around you. In my presence, needs are met, and hearts rejoice at the overflow of my provision. I will fill your cup with an overflowing joy. The joy I offer is not dependent on external events. It springs from a deep well of divine life within you. Let it overflow into every corner of your life, touching your relationships, your work, your dreams. This joy becomes a powerful testimony that my grace is sufficient, even in trials. I have seen you walking through sadness and despair, convinced hope slipped out of your grasp. I was there, observing the cracks forming in your self-assurance, listening to the silent sobs you muffled behind closed doors. Yet, do not forget that I have walked each step of this journey with you. Even in your lowest moments, my hand remained extended, waiting for you to take hold of hope once more. You thought heaven's gates were sealed to your cries, believing answers would never come. That sense of isolation can be crushing, but it is a lie. I have never ignored your pleas. Though my answer may tarry, it is always perfectly timed, shaped by the fullness of my love and wisdom. But allow me to remind you of my promise. I have always heard your pleas. Not one tear-laden prayer is lost in the vastness of eternity. They echo before my throne like a sacred incense, stirring my compassion and summoning my response. Let my faithfulness in past trials assure you that I continue to hear you now. When you reached out in desperation, I shielded you from harm, guarding you from tragic events and deep wounds. You might not have realized the danger you faced, but my protection often acts in unseen ways. Even so-called coincidences can be my hand orchestrating rescue. I ensure you do not face more than your faith can endure, always providing a way to emerge stronger. I have held your very life in my hand. Your existence is not a random fluke, it is a deliberate act of my will. Just as I brought you into this world, so I sustain you day by day, breath by breath. In my loving hand, your life finds safety and significance no worldly security can match. Even when you felt lost, uncertain of my presence, I never left your side. Darkness can make you doubt my nearness, but I do not abandon you when you wander. Instead, I walk beside you, guiding you even through shadows, waiting for the moment you turn to see that I have been with you all along. In your hurt and confusion, you noticed those who attacked or tried to injure you. Their words or actions stung, threatening to leave permanent scars. But I, your healer, stand ready to bind those wounds, applying the balm of divine compassion to every hurt. Entrust those injuries to me, for vengeance is mine. My justice is always fair, always timely. At times you felt tempted to move away from me, but in truth, your faith was never truly extinguished. Faith can flicker like a candle in a strong wind, yet if its flame endures, it can reignite into a blaze. Deep within, something kept you tethered to my love, a faint glow amidst your doubts. That ember of faith is precious. Tend to it with my word and prayer, and watch it burn brightly once more. A small flame still flickered in your soul, quietly reminding you of what you already know, that you have a heavenly Father who loves you beyond measure. Like a spark that resists the dampness of despair, this inner flame testifies that my love is unwavering. It beckons you to step back into my presence, where that flame can become a guiding light. Never underestimate the power of that small spark. It is enough for me to ignite great hope within you. In the first glow of dawn, I sang over you with a celestial chorus, echoing from heaven to confirm you are precious, watched over, and important in every detail of your life. Though your physical ears may not hear it, the morning sky is filled with my affirmations of your worth. Creation itself, from the chirping birds to the gentle sunrise, reflects my delight in you. Awaken each day with the realization that you are part of a cosmic symphony of love. So when the enemy returns bringing his lies to fill you with doubt, remember, my life belongs to the Lord. My soul rests safely in his care. Declare your loyalty to me, the Almighty and Sovereign God. Speak it, write it, and seal it in your heart. Forever loyal to my God. Believe it without faltering. That was true at the beginning, remains true now, and will be true forever. Throughout history, my covenant with my people has never wavered. Your loyalty, grounded in my unchanging nature, stands as a testament against any force that seeks to sway you. Let this eternal truth anchor your faith in every season of life. Guard your thoughts so they do not diminish my immeasurable love for you. Your mind is a battlefield where seeds of doubt can either be rejected or nurtured. Choose to feed on my promises rather than the enemy's discouragement. Meditate on my love, for doing so will fortify your heart against all forms of fear. Let no doubt obscure your vision of who I am. Doubts can cast shadows across the brilliance of my character, distorting your understanding of my goodness. But as you press closer to me, those shadows dissolve in the radiant light of my unwavering truth. Know me, and every doubt will be washed away by the certainty of my endless love. Think about all the marvels I have worked in your life, and let those memories spark fresh courage to keep pressing on, to keep fighting, and to steadily pursue the purpose I have given you. Recall every answered prayer, every time my intervention was undeniable. These recollections kindle gratitude and confidence, demonstrating that if I have come through before, I will do so again. If you allow the whispers of defeat to linger, you grant the enemy leverage to sow turmoil. Negative thoughts left unchecked can grow into strongholds of fear and despair. But you, my beloved, are not powerless. You possess spiritual authority to cast down such strongholds by declaring my truth over your situation. If you follow the advice of people who despise you or me, it will strip you of peace, passion, joy, and the blessings I long to deliver. Be discerning in whose voices you heed. Let my words shape your perspective, rather than the skeptical opinions of those who do not understand my heart. When you align with my guidance, you open the floodgates of blessings meant uniquely for you. If you feel distant or abandoned, understand I have not moved from you. It is often the weight of life's worries that create the illusion of separation. Yet in any moment you turn your heart back to me, you discover I am still right here, ever watchful and ready to bring you closer. It is the weight of life's storms that threatens to smother the flame of faith within your soul. Do not let the harsh winds of trial suffocate your trust in me. Stoke your faith daily through prayer, worship, and meditating on my promises, so that no storm can fully extinguish it. Yet stand strong, your faith still lives. Even when your faith feels fragile, remember that faith the size of a mustard seed holds tremendous potential when placed in me. Nurture it, let it root itself deep in your heart, and watch how I cause it to flourish. Let its embers blaze anew, driving out every trace of fear and doubt. Fan the flames by recalling my faithfulness, praising me in adversity, and encouraging others. As faith rekindles, it expels every fear that once loomed large, and doubt scatters in its radiant glow. You were never made to live in anger, frustration, or endless loss. I fashioned your soul for joy, growth, and communion with my holiness. Anger and despair may visit, but are not your permanent identities. You are called to dwell in my rest, blossoming in hope that transcends life's battles. Your rightful place is near me, resting in my presence and in my unshakable peace. Come, sit at the table I have prepared, where your cup overflows with my goodness. Here you find wholeness for your weary spirit, and here you recall that your inheritance is a peace the world cannot replicate or take away. Drink deeply of my joy, for I speak to you here and now. My joy is not a fleeting emotion, but a fruit of fellowship with me. When you receive it, you also release your heart from the captivity of sorrow. Let that joy flood your being, saturating your outlook on life with a brightness that reflects my unclouded kingdom, the sign your anxious heart has sought. Know that I have been listening the entire time. When you asked for confirmation, I was already orchestrating moments of reassurance. Seize these signs with gratitude, acknowledging my guidance in your life. My love is steadfast, and I am pouring out blessings to lift you into joy. When dryness or discouragement tries to overtake you, open yourself to my refreshing grace. Like morning dew quenching the earth, my blessings revitalize your spirit, allowing you to flourish even in deserts of difficulty. There is no need to despair. I am your healer, protector, and provider, the one who saves and restores your hope. My saving power is not limited to a singular moment. Again and again, I show up to rescue, heal, guide, and restore. Your hope in me is never misplaced. It stands on the foundation of my eternal faithfulness. Each step toward me is a step into my mercy and favor. Do not underestimate the power of incremental moves. Every prayer, every moment you quiet your thoughts to listen, every act of love done in my name brings you deeper into the current of my grace. Do not hold back when you seek me. Bring your whole self, failures, dreams, fears, and desires into my presence. I will not reject you. My arms remain wide open. In pure authenticity, you find that my love is able to transform and redeem every aspect of who you are. Let your soul long for my presence like parched sand thirsts for water. Know that only I can quench the deepest thirst in your being. Worldly pursuits or relationships cannot truly satisfy your soul's longing for eternal love and acceptance. As your spirit hungers for me, I will fill you to overflowing with my sustaining grace. Remember the miracles already set aside for you, waiting for your heart to open completely. My storehouse of blessings overflows with solutions to problems you have not yet faced. These treasures await the right moment, the moment your spirit aligns with my purpose, so I can unveil them in your life. Let my words nourish your spirit, granting you resilience. In my word lie promises that invigorate your faith, or hate wisdom that keeps you from wandering astray, and teachings that mold you into the likeness of my Son. Study them diligently. Let them be bread to your soul and a lamp to your feet. You feel it, don't you? That soft prompt of my spirit saying it is time for change. Do not ignore these inner nudges. They are often my gentle instructions, beckoning you to a better path. Trust that I, who prompt you to change, also enable you with the strength to see it through. It is time to abandon anger and the influences that harm you, and instead immerse yourself in the cleansing river of my love. Harbored anger can corrode your spirit, blocking you from genuine peace. Step into my cleansing flow, letting it wash away resentment and bitterness until your heart is clear as a renewed spring. When I whisper gently, do not resist. My whispers guide, correct, and encourage you. To ignore them is to remain stagnant, yet to heed them is to enter further into my will, discovering new horizons of grace. When I call softly, do not turn away. I call with kindness, not force, respecting the free will I granted you. If you turn away, you miss opportunities for depth and intimacy with me. But if you answer, you embark on a journey of faith that unveils untold blessing. And when I correct you, do not be discouraged, but cling even closer to my love. Correction is a sign of my fatherly care, designed to steer you from harm and shape you into greater maturity. Receive my discipline as an outpouring of my commitment to your eternal destiny. My discipline is proof of my profound care for you. In my kingdom, discipline is not rejection, but an act of refining. A craftsman must chisel away imperfections to reveal a masterpiece. Likewise, I remove what hinders you, revealing the beauty of your soul. I promise to free you from every adversary aiming to pull you down and to save every repentant heart from near destruction. No enemy stands a chance against my sovereign power when you place your trust in me. Even if trouble surrounds you, hold to my word, for I am the rescuer who never falters. Whenever you come to me in faith, I hear the cries of your soul. Faith sets your prayers ablaze with authority, ascending to my throne with fervor. Never doubt that your heartfelt appeals reach me. They are more potent than any storm of adversity. Yes, I wait each morning, eager for your prayers. I anticipate the moment you awaken, hoping you'll greet me with a simple "Good morning, Lord." Such small gestures delight my heart, reflecting your willingness to commune with me before immersing yourself in the day's demands. It brings me great joy to see you speak with confidence, certain that I watch over you and will never abandon you. As a father delights in a trusting child, so I rejoice when you openly proclaim your belief in my care. Your confidence is a public declaration that my faithfulness endures, shining as a testimony for others to witness. In your exhaustion, rest on my shoulder and confide in me. Exhaustion can sap your energy and blur your perspective, but in me you find the rejuvenation your body and spirit crave. Lean on me like a weary traveler, resting against a sturdy rock, knowing I can support all that you carry. I am your nearest friend, your confidant, and your haven. I stand nearer than any human companion could. With me there is no embarrassment too great, no mistake too glaring that it would scare me away from your side. My role is not simply Lord, but also closest friend, intimately aware of your every thought. Your past mistakes do not anger me, nor do your secrets drive me away. Lay aside the fear that your history or personal failings disqualify you from my love. I see beyond your errors, perceiving the redeemed soul you can become. Run to me with every secret, for I alone can transform your regrets into testimonies of grace. I have a remarkable plan for your life, one in which you will uplift an entire community, shining hope into places once filled with despair, bringing light where there was darkness, and courage where there was weakness. Though you may believe your influence is small, I see vast potential in each act of love. The ripple effects of your faithfulness can spread wider than you ever imagined, illuminating hearts across generations. Believe it wholeheartedly. Doubt is a thief of joy, robbing you of the excitement that comes from trusting my grand design. Embrace my vision, and let it stir anticipation in your soul. Let hope replace hesitation, pushing you to step forward into your divine calling. Ready yourself, because all I promised will absolutely come to pass. I do not speak haphazardly, nor do I forget my words. The fullness of time is my domain, and when it aligns with my will, every promise I whispered into your heart will be fulfilled. Wait with expectation, for my timings are never accidental. Do not let fear invade. I will supply every need and guide you to walk in humility and wisdom. Fear might scream about your inadequacies and unknown outcomes, yet my voice declares, I am sufficient for you. In humility, you acknowledge my sovereignty. In wisdom, you walk securely, no matter how unpredictable the terrain becomes. You will handle the blessings I give you with grace, multiplying them for my glory and the benefit of those around you. When your heart remains humble, blessings do not become idols, but instruments for reflecting my generosity. Your testimony grows as you steward my gifts, feeding the hungry, comforting the broken, and encouraging the downtrodden. When you bow your head in prayer, remember to thank me, not only for what you already see, but also for what is yet to be revealed. Gratitude plants seeds of faith for tomorrow's harvest. Thank me in advance, confident that the unseen is still in my capable hands, steadily unfolding according to my loving intention. Let your prayers rise with joy and faith, like sweet incense before my throne. Your prayer is an aroma pleasing to me, carrying sincerity and praise. My heart responds to such trust with outpourings of grace beyond what you can measure. Your prayers are not in vain. They carry the fragrance of love that draws me near. The words you utter are more powerful than you realize, cutting through doubt, sadness, and oppressive thoughts. Your speech shapes reality in powerful ways, either building yourself and others up or breeding negativity. Speak life-giving words grounded in my truth, and see how strongholds of despair crumble before them. Now I want you to stand, raise your hands, and thank me openly and boldly. This physical act of worship is symbolic of the spiritual posture of surrender and gratitude. Lift your hands in acknowledgement that I am the giver of all good things, and see how your heart bursts with renewed hope. You are engaged in a spiritual struggle, and each negative emotion is losing its grip on your household. Dark forces cannot withstand the might of faithful prayer and worship. As you praise me, chains of bondage begin to break, and oppressive atmospheres transform into havens of peace. It must depart, never to return. Stand in the victory I have decreed for you, believing that the negativity that once plagued you will not regain a foothold. My deliverance is not partial, it is meant to be complete. Look around you. Starting now, a calming presence will fill every room of your home. That presence is my spirit, bringing peace that transcends external circumstances. Observe how arguments subside, how tense atmospheres mellow, how anxious hearts find rest. Rejoice that your home becomes a sanctuary filled with my love. Open windows and doors to let my peace flood inside. In both the natural and spiritual sense, invite my tranquility to permeate every space. Declare that your home is under my lordship, a refuge from the turmoil beyond its walls. See how I restore harmony, even in the smallest details. Do not fear any darkness, for my angels keep watch over your family, defending against threats you cannot perceive. You are never unprotected. I have stationed angelic hosts around your dwelling, each one assigned to guard you from invisible attack. Rest easy in this divine safeguarding, knowing that my kingdom's warriors stand at attention. Let me reveal a secret. Your life is no coincidence. Before I shaped the universe, I dreamed of you. Your existence is a beautifully orchestrated plan, not a random occurrence. I have woven you into the grand tapestry of my creation with intentionality and purpose. Before I shaped the universe, I knew you. In my eternal perspective, you were always in my heart, a cherished child whose journey I would guide. Every detail of your being, your gifts, your personality, was formed with destiny in mind, meticulously prepared for a life of significance. I gazed upon you lovingly long before your first breath. My affection for you is not a reaction to your achievements or appearance. It predates your earliest memories, existing before time touched your soul. This is why my love is unconditional. It is rooted in my very nature. I formed you with a courageous spirit, granting you the persistence of a true overcomer. Even if you doubt your own bravery, know I placed seeds of tenacity within you. Through adversity, these seeds awaken, compelling you to push through obstacles and stand triumphant where others might yield. Every hardship, every rejection has forged a champion's heart within you. The trials you endured were not meaningless. They shaped your character, expanding your capacity for empathy and leadership. Like gold refined in the fire, you emerged stronger, bearing witness to my ability to use pain for a higher purpose. We both know these trials only made you stronger. You have seen yourself grow through difficulties. Reflect on how your perseverance deepened, your empathy broadened, and your faith in my sustaining power matured. Step out now. Do not remain in the space of mere potential. Take the bold step of faith that leads you from preparation to actualization. I am waiting to partner with you, unfolding unimaginable blessings as you place your trust in me. Let my words stir within you, reminding you of the grand design awaiting fulfillment in your life. Sometimes you lose sight of the grand narrative of redemption I am writing through you. Revisit my promises. Reflect on your calling and see that even hidden pieces of your life fit together in my master plan. It is time for my purpose to take shape. Holding back any longer means delaying the outpouring of my grace that can bless not just you, but others I have destined you to reach. Obedience and trust pave the road to seeing my will realized in every area of your life. Leave behind complaints, confusion, and the critics who dismiss my truth. Let your mind be free of negativity and destructive voices, focusing instead on my promises. Complaining keeps you trapped in past disappointments. Confusion paralyzes your progress. Critics sow doubt. I call you to fix your eyes on me, your ultimate source of truth and encouragement. I offered them wisdom, but they refused my help. Many choose not to heed my counsel, preferring their own limited understanding. But you are different. Your heart seeks my ways, and for that I will reward you with insights beyond human comprehension. You must not walk their path or depend on them. Relying on those who reject my counsel will lead you astray, leaving you vulnerable to confusion. Seek out godly mentors, immerse yourself in my word, and find community among those who also pursue righteousness. My beloved, fear has no place in your life, not with me standing beside you. Picture me standing shoulder to shoulder with you, unwavering and majestic. In that posture of divine partnership, fear has nowhere to hide. It flees from the brilliance of my presence. My power dwarfs every trouble you face, no matter how formidable. Approach challenges confident in the knowledge that, to me, each obstacle is but a speck. I hold the cosmos in my hands. No problem in your life can overshadow my might. Even if problems tower above you, even if enemies surround you, even if giants confront you, remember my word outshines any army, any threat. Recall the stories of old, when a single word from me toppled kingdoms and parted seas. That power remains available to you today, to speak peace into storms and conquer daunting foes. Lift your faith as a shield and watch thousands fall on one side and 10,000 on the other. Faith is not passive. It is your active defense against spiritual assaults. Raise it high, trusting that every fiery dart of discouragement or fear will be extinguished. Behold, how my authoritative voice scatters every force that intends you harm. One decree from me can scatter darkness as if it never existed. My word stands supreme over any plan of the enemy. Cling to it and see how victory manifests in remarkable ways. Yes, my child, I will amaze you. I find joy in surprising you with blessings beyond your imagination. Expect miracles, for I am a God who loves to exceed expectations and break through human limitations. I will fill your life with marvels far beyond your dream. Do not confine my work to the boundaries of your understanding. I specialize in turning improbable scenarios into testimonies of my glory. Today, I pour out endless streams of peace and hope, rinsing away all anguish with each word and quiet whisper. Every drop of these streams is infused with my compassion, saturating the dry landscapes of your soul. Let them wash over you, carrying away the debris of past hurts. Drink deeply of my living water, pure, healing, and radiant, so you are fortified from the inside out. This water cleanses not only surface wounds, but also penetrates the core of your being, healing your innermost hurts. Its purity rejuvenates your spirit, while its radiance enlightens your mind. Greet each new morning with confidence in me, knowing my concern for your well-being runs deep. As the dawn breaks, remind yourself that my sovereignty extends over every aspect of your day. Step into the hours ahead with my love is authentic, pure, and everlasting. Unlike human affection, which may waver or falter, my love stands eternal, unblemished by disappointment. Root your identity in this truth and watch how insecurities crumble. When doubt creeps in or weariness smothers hope, remember, I am your heavenly Father, brimming with boundless affection for you. Lift your eyes beyond the immediate distress and lock them on the immensity of my fatherly love. In my heart, you find a haven that revitalizes your spirit and spurs you onward. Let me prove it by showering you with blessings, guiding you away from harm, even when those nearest you stumble, and even when you falter. My blessings are not conditional upon your perfection. They flow from my benevolent nature. Yes, you stumble, but watch how I pick you up each time, resetting your course toward the bright horizon of my will. I will not withhold my grace or turn away in your weakest moments. Embrace my grace as the indispensable element that empowers you to rise above your frailties. I run toward you in your weaknesses, offering strength that transcends your limitations. Today, I offer you all that I am. Every aspect of my divinity, my love, power, wisdom, and presence is yours to receive. I do not portion myself out sparingly, but lavish upon you the fullness of who I am. Open your heart to my healing presence, transforming power and endless compassion. Close off the noise of doubt and open a door for my healing wave to wash over your brokenness. Allow my transforming power to mend areas you once deemed beyond repair. Think of the times you felt no one cared, days chilled by loneliness. In those desolate hours, my heart ached for your pain, and my arms were outstretched. Reflect on how my gentle whisper, or an unexpected act of kindness, reminded you that I was there. My precious child, as these sacred words come to a close, remember that my love and guidance are constant, always available to refresh your soul. Let this channel be your haven of divine truth, where every visit recharges your spirit with hope, healing, and purpose. Subscribe, share, and join our community so that you may continually draw from my everlasting grace. Return time and again, and let my promises transform your life. Together, we will witness miracles, overcome every storm, and embrace the destiny I have lovingly prepared for you. Amen.